So right before I started, I really wasn't doing much of anything. I had started doing like a once a week hike. So I started last September, I think, and towards the end of the summer, I was doing like weekly hikes to start to get back in shape, and that's all I've been doing for years and years. I didn't do anything consistently for years and years. So actually found out about CrossFit Encino or Lift Off Strength because my sons were doing competitive soccer at the time, and they needed this kind of training, some like strength, endurance, flexibility, this kind of training. And so we found out about CrossFit, and we checked out the program, and they did some trial classes, and they loved it, and I understood, what they were getting. It was kind of exactly what they needed for the off season for training. And then they said to me, Dad, you should do it. And I said, yeah, I'd like to, but I don't have time. And a month or so after they had started, I started, and I've been doing it ever since, because it's just been something that I've been able to gradually, I've been doing it 4 or 5 times a week for like 8 months, but I was able to gradually build up where I was to where I am now, which is at a really good level where I can participate in all the normal classes. So I started about 8 months ago with Lift Off Strength, and at the time I was pretty out of shape. Even though I'd been an athlete earlier in my life, I'd spent many, many years, for the most part, not doing any form of consistent exercise. And I was probably at close to a low point in terms of conditioning and close to a high point in terms of weight. So what was great about this gym is that Eric and the team were able to, build me a customized program that was right for me where I was, and allowed me to kind of to work at my edge of strength and endurance conditioning, and each month to reassess me and create a new customized program so that I was able to continue to, gradually improve and to keep coming in without getting injured, without pushing myself too hard, without getting discouraged. It was really always just the right amount of challenge to keep me, improving, and to keep me from being too discouraged, or keep me from getting injured. And even when I did have, say, a couple injuries, minor ones along the way, they taught me techniques of working with those injuries so I didn't have to stop altogether. So that was an amazing thing. And then after about 6 months, I think, I finally was able to join the group class. And even then, joining the group class, what they do for you is you may not be able to do all of the motions, the movements exactly, I guess, as you're supposed to, because you may need some modifications. So I was able to do that with a little modification, but at this point I feel like I'm a solid member of the group class. I'm doing all the workouts, finishing everything, and I feel great. I just did a body scan after having done an initial body scan in the beginning, so 8 months after I did a body scan, and I lost altogether like 13 pounds of body fat, and most of that was in the last month, because in the very last month we had a month that we were dedicating to kind of core work and fat burning, and so I decided to kind of double down, and I did a keto diet. So in that month I lost like 10 to 13 pounds of body fat, and I feel great. I don't know, I told one of the other members of the gym the other day that I lost 13 pounds because she said, you look great. I said, I lost 13 pounds of body fat, and she said, you look like you're 13 years younger. So that was like the best feedback I got. But